You know, fam, I watched this video by Fighting Cowboy and I thought to myself, a good portion of this video was actually pretty good. I kind of agree with the man's message. I kind of agree with that. But most of it, about like the 20% of it, I did not agree with it. And you know what? I really thought to myself, you know what? I think it's worthy enough to do a video. Now, I know a lot of you are saying, where's the tipster video, Gara? Hold on. Let Gara cook. You guys are going to enjoy that video because I'm putting some effort into that one. But this one right here, this video right here, I really wanted to do a video on. So, I mean, hell, it's content. Why not? And also, this is not a fucking ticket for everybody here to go and harass the man. Please, or any other content creator that cover the review of this. I have opinions about the whole situation currently going on with Dragon's Dogma 2 right now. That's just my opinion. But that doesn't validate you guys to go and harass these creators, okay? Just don't. It's not right. If you're not happy with these content creators and how they covered this game, unsubscribe for them. That's the best thing that you could do in your life and send a signal to them. But anyway, besides that mess, if you guys do enjoy this type of content and want to help me out, please like and comment in the comment section. I always like talking to you guys. I really honestly do. I always try to talk to you guys as much as I can. And hey, you know what? By the end of this year, I want to hit 10K. So if you want to help me out, hit that big old subscribe button because you know what? I definitely have more content coming for you guys. And there may be a big surprise in the works like that tipster video and something else. Who knows? Just stay, stick around and you'll find out. But besides that, fam, please make sure you have yourself a nice little drink and a nice little meal, and we're going to go ahead and dive right into this content.
Knowing how Dragon's Dogma works, because I played the original, I looked at this, I said, who the fuck would buy Rift Crystals? And then I closed this out, never to look at it again. Because nobody in their right mind is going to pay money for Rift Crystals when just playing the game earns you almost 50 fucking thousand of them. Now, to me, that is what I called a nothing burger.
This is the same argument that the Call of Duty community used to run all the time. Oh, they're just cosmetic. They're just an absolutely nothing burger. They don't do anything. But look where they're at right now in the Call of Duty community. Look how bad it's gotten. And y'all are going to probably say in the comment section, Capcom's never going to get as bad as Activision. When you don't push back on practices that are being pushed upon you, it's going to get that bad. Look at the fucking Activision. Look how bad it's gotten.
Because I looked at the DLC and I went, this is fucking stupid. Who would pay for this? And I didn't think of it beyond that. Right? Frankly, it's not that, I see a lot of people thinking you lied you lied to us that it was in the game. I didn't go in maliciously and lie to you that DLC is not in the game. Quite frankly, I looked at the DLC when this is worthless.
Yeah, here's the thing though. You didn't lie to us. You hid the information from us. That's what people are upset about. They're not upset that you lied because what the people are saying that you lied is absolute bullshit in this situation. But you hid the information, important information that people would know. And I swear to God, if I hear the argument, well, the last past 10 years, they have been putting microtransactions into their game, is not an excuse. And actually, as a reviewer, you should know better to fucking, put this into your review, basically saying, hey, there's a chance that they're going to have microtransactions after launch, so you might want to be wary of that.
I've seen people go, oh, well, it was really hidden. You should have informed us regardless that it was coming in the game. Man, it's Devil May Cry 5. It's Resident Evil 4. That's Monster Hunter Stories. That's Monster Hunter Rise. So Street Fighter, I'm sincerely sorry. I don't know how you could ever have imagined that the microtransactions were coming. Like who would have thought that Capcom would put microtransactions in their game? If only we could have seen this coming.
I mean, damn, Fighting, if only you actually did your job that people actually come to watch you do. Damn, I mean, it must be nice to be really privileged to be up on that fucking high horse where you can actually sit around all day long, play fucking video games, and post to your YouTube channel all day. It must be really nice, huh? While the working man goes out and works and has to probably maybe not worry about this being in their fucking video games. They're trying not to support this. People rely on you to be a reviewer and give them all the fucking available information. Also, Resident Evil 4 didn't get its microtransactions until the Mercenaries fucking mode came out for it. huh. And for the rest of those games, yeah, sure, maybe you have a fucking point there. But again, that's no excuse to fucking say, well, you know, these previous games had microtransactions, so you should really fucking depend on it. So me not having my fucking section with the microtransactions and it's totally justified. No, we're not playing that bullshit game.
To everyone's defense, as a reviewer, I probably should have said, hey, the game is going to have a couple microtransactions. I've already looked into these. They're all useless and you can find them in game, but you should know they're here. And a lot of people said, well, why didn't you do that? And honestly, the main reason being that it hasn't come up before in their other games. When we played Resident Evil 4 on stream, I thought it was a fucking blast. Resident Evil 4 has some super egregious micros. You can fucking just pay to upgrade your weapons all the way.
How the high and mighty forget.
I'm sorry, but that's still not an excuse. It's still not a good excuse for you not including that into your fucking review. There is no way I will ever agree with you on that situation. That, the previous games had microtransactions in it, so I'm excused for my poor little fucking reporting about the microtransactions on this game. It's still not a good fucking excuse. You have zero excuses for not putting that in your review.
Look at all these fucking micros. This never came up while we were playing Rise. No one gave a shit because they were just there. This is what Capcom does. So I play these Capcom games. Nobody brings up the microtransactions. And then I'm playing a new Capcom game. There's microtransactions. Expected it. But suddenly everyone's upset that I didn't disclose that, despite the fact that nobody gave a shit when they were in the previous games. And so I guess that's where my disconnect is here.
I kid you guys not right now. I'm going to YouTube search and Google search right now. And a lot of people are pretty much upset with the microtransactions. Not with fucking Dragon's Dogma 2, but with Monster Hunter Rise, Monster Hunter World, and RE4. So to say that nobody's really upset about these things is kind of disingenuous. And I'm not saying from your camp. I'm saying it from everybody's camps too. That they're upset with this and they're getting sick and tired of it.
In my particular case, yes, I was aware of the micros and I choose to ignore them.
Why the fuck would anyone do that?
So for this clip, it's going to need some context behind it. The reason why it got cut down so shortly, and I'm going to be transparent with you guys, is because he went on a long-winded fucking rant that I don't think you guys want to hear along with all that bullshit. Basically, he's referring to in that clip is that he was aware of the microtransactions and that he did not put it in his review. Also, here's to an honest to God question for you. You know for a fact that microtransactions are a hot topic these days. Why in God's name did you choose to ignore adding this to your fucking review? That was the dumbest idea I have ever seen anybody pull in my fucking years of living and playing video games. That is a mind-boggling choice I have ever seen anybody do, and I have lived a long time.
And here's what I say to you. This one is for Asmongold, who called this out, and everyone else. If you are so vehemently against the existence of microtransactions, don't play a single fucking game that has them.
What a lame-ass little speech. That shit was just stupid.
Nah, sorry, because against popular belief right now, there's actually some good games that actually have good microtransactions. For example, there are some free-to-play games, which I will not mention right now, that do have microtransactions on them. And you want to know why? I kind of say like, okay, this is okay, because the companies that develop these free-to-play games need to somehow make their games absolutely free. And as long as they're not pushing the fucking line and their cosmetics and they don't affect the game too much, okay, perfectly fine. But honestly, you're gonna make me pay $70 fucking dollars and not support the fucking game after launch, like giving it more DLC, more stuff for us to do, and you ain't gonna do shit, but you're gonna make me pay $70 up front. And then after figuring out, after the microtransactions have been added to, and then come to find out basic fucking features have been gutted from this fucking game, go fuck yourself. Nah, I'm not being quiet because apparently Capcom only gave a shit about the microtransactions instead of fixing the performance on this fucking game, and most importantly, adding important fucking features that is needed within this fucking game. Like, I'm sorry, like, I'm here to play fucking video games and have a good time with me and my audience. But if I feel like a game has been gutted for microtransactions and extra profit, I'm gonna bitch about it, and I'm gonna make it fucking known to everybody. The fact that Cowboy thought this was going to be a complete own to everybody in this situation, he actually sat there and posted this onto YouTube, uploaded it, mind you, and he thought this was going to be a type of own? Nah, we're not playing the fucking bullshit game anymore, Cowboy. We're playing the fuck around and find out.
And that's it. Because honestly, there's a lot of people I see here drawing a real hazy line where, well, I might have played it if I knew about them. Like, no. Sorry, I'm not playing that fucking game. All right? I'm 36. I don't have time for bullshit.
What's wrong, old man? Are you getting sick and tired of being called out? So now you're getting your little cranky. Now you're screaming at the clouds, screaming into the oblivion because you're not happy because you're being called out. Oh, I think the old man needs to go take a nap. What do you guys think? The old man need to go take a nap? But I mean, hey, if you actually did your job as a reviewer and actually informed your community, maybe you would have swayed opinions in this situation versus, well, trying to hide it because you thought it was not a big old huge nothing burger.
Well, it's a multiplayer. No. Either you're against it and you don't fucking engage with it, or you deal with the fact that it's a necessary evil and you ignore it.
The only justified and necessary evil in this situation that I would ever consider microtransactions in a game is that the game is free to play. And mind you, the microtransactions within the game support the fucking developers and supports the community for more content to come their way. And guess what? None of those fit the fucking criteria. So guess what? You're going to hear my loud mouth about it.
If we don't call it out, they'll keep doing it. They've been doing it for 10 fucking years. All the call out, vote against them. Vote with your fucking wallet. If you hate micros that much, don't buy any fucking product with them. That's how you deal with them. Am I gonna do that? No. I'm gonna fucking ignore them and I'm gonna continue having fun with games.
So let me get this straight. You expect us not to buy games with no microtransactions, and you're a viewer too, when you purposely left out the important part about microtransactions. When people rely on you to review games and tell us what's on the games so we can make these fucking decisions. But no, you and the many others decided to either A, ignore it, or B, completely incompetent in reading the whole fucking thing to make sure that, oh, everything's on the up and up so we don't have to worry about it and we can be completely honest with our fucking audience members. Is it really that fucking hard to do your job sitting on your ass all day reading papers? Is that really fucking hard?
The micros are evil. You should have told us, and then fucking scurry away to buy the next waifu skin on Genshin Impact, because that's what a lot of you fucks are doing, if we're being honest here.
Well, Cowboy, since we're being very, very honest with each other here for a second, and let's be honest, at least the reviewers who reviewed Genshin Impact at least reviewed the game and let us know what was truly within the game. At least they did their fucking job.
I've already established the micros are fucking useless. They don't need to be in the game. I don't care if they're there or not, because I'm not going to spend fucking money on it because it's stupid.
So, Cowboy, again, why wasn't this in your review? Why did you not disclose this to everybody? Because you thought it was not important to put it into your fucking review. Even though other previous 10 games, like your whole argument about the microtransactions are actually dumb.
Frankly, I don't. Most of my money is fucking ad revenue. I don't need to make money off sponsorships. Yeah, am I going to get extra money? Sure. But if you get $100 bill and then someone's like, well, hey, if you fucking undermine all of your ethics, I'll give you an extra 10, you're going to tell them to kick fucking rocks.
Cowboy, you're not above everybody else on this platform. You have a price, and you know that price inside of your head right now. You're telling me that if Capcom came over to your place right now with $10 million, slapped it in your fucking lap and said, we want you to be a mascot for our company for the next year, you're not going to take it? You would be lying to yourself if you would not take it, because anybody in this comment sections that are saying that, right, they wouldn't do it either, are fucking lying too. I mean, I'll be completely honest too. If Capcom came over to me, slapped $10 million in my fucking lap and gave me that offer, I'd do it. Who would blame me? $10 million? That's more than I'll ever see in my life.
I have said since the start, since they first came out, hey, I beat the game. These are useless. Don't spend money on them. Since the second this shit show started, I have said to not fucking buy them.
Should have said them in your review. Then there would have been no problems at all. But you only said something when the shit show started, and that's why a lot of people are upset with you. But hey, you know, I know understanding, and you haven't taken your old man nap yet, so I know you're having some problems, old man.
If Capcom is going to micro, because Capcom is going to do Capcom, I would rather them add micros for a bunch of useless shit that's going to have no impact on the game than suddenly be like, the Arisen's Blade, $4.99, and have it be like the best fucking sword in the game, because that's a micro that suddenly fucking FOMO sets off.
And this is what we call conditioning. This is what Capcom does to their audience. They condition them to accept the microtransactions as they are, so they start to slowly push this onto the market. So it's okay, just like with Activision with Call of Duty, just like they did with the scans. And now look where we are with that community. Fun times, isn't it, guys, when you have to justify and say, well, it's not that bad, and then once they start to push it even more and more, and it starts to get worse, and we get worser products. But hey, you know, they're not a problem now, aren't they?
It is not flawless. The performance sucks. I said on a 4090, I get 30 FPS if I'm not using DLSS. That is bad. I said with DLSS on, I can typically get between 60 and 90 depending where I'm at. I don't know how this is going to work on lower end systems, but I don't think it's going to be good. And honestly, that's what needs to be focused on right now, is performance.
Ding, ding, ding. Thank you very much. And we're pretty much upset with Capcom right now that they were more worried about the microtransactions being shoved into the game than fixing the obvious problems that are going on with fucking Dragon's Dogma. Like, seriously, why is this so hard to understand? The reason why we are upset with fucking Capcom is that they decided to put microtransactions in with the obvious glaring problems with Dragon's Dogma. How fucking hard is this to grasp? No, I know why he's doing this. It's because he's being called out by his community because they're upset because he did not mention that there was going to be microtransactions within the fucking game. Like, seriously, these are the same people that'll go bitch and cry online and fucking call out people like Activision or Epic Games or Ubisoft that they're doing the same things. You really think that Capcom is above and beyond the other ones? No, Capcom is the same fucking thing. They are only here for money and not make their audience members happy. Because God knows I'm still waiting for a Mega Man Legends remake from these fuckers. But anyway, that's enough of my side tangent in this situation. If you guys enjoyed this type of content, you guys already know what to do. And please, we need to get to 10K by the end of this year because I really want to hit that goal and do a special project for y'all for helping me hit 10K. I really want to do it. But like I always say, guys, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Later, fam.